What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Tuesday, February 26th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay, let's take a look at the point guard position. I like DJ Augustine from the Orlando Magic playing the New York Knicks, who have the second worst defense overall, and they give up the 9th most fantasy points to opposing point guards. DJ Augustine has scored 32, 29, and 23 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 22.9 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 28 minutes per game with a 17% usage rate. DJ Augustine is $4,100 DraftKings salary. He's $700 more on FanDuel, so I love that DraftKings price. Projected at 27 fantasy points here tonight, that's over 6 times value. There's an implied total of 216.5 points in this game. That's not a huge total, but it's a fantastic matchup, so I love DJ Augustine here versus the New York Knicks. Remember, we added projected ownership, and that will be updating throughout the day as injury news changes. We also added the fantasy points per minute stat here for each player, and we also added a stat that's new to the industry. We call it the hit percentage, and it's the percent chance this player has to hit value at his current DFS salary. And you can access all these new stats even on mobile devices by tapping the dash rank icon. Okay, let's have a look at the shooting guard position. I like Jamal Murray from the Denver Nuggets playing the Oklahoma City Thunder, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they're also middle-of-the-pack defending opposing shooting guards. Jamal Murray has scored 32, 33, and 18 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 33.2 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 33 minutes per game with a 25% usage rate. Jamal Murray is $6,000 DraftKings salary. He's $800 more on FanDuel, so I love that DraftKings price. Projected at 31.2 fantasy points here tonight. That's over 5 times value. There's an implied total of 237.5 points in this game. That's a huge total on a 3-game slate. This is a fast-paced game, a home game. I love Jamal Murray here versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the position optimizer where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new player trends tool where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, let's take a look at the small forward position. I like Kawhi Leonard from the Toronto Raptors playing the Boston Celtics, who have one of the best defenses in the league. Kawhi Leonard has scored 41, 46, and 28 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 46.2 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 35 minutes per game with a 30% usage rate. Kawhi Leonard is $9,200 DraftKings salary. He's $400 more on FanDuel, projected at 45.5 fantasy points here tonight. That's right around 5 times value. I like this Kawhi Leonard pick because he scored 50, 62, and 51 fantasy points in his last 3 games versus the Boston Celtics. He rested last game, so he's fresh and good to go. The matchup's not great, but the player versus team history is. I love Kawhi Leonard here versus the Boston Celtics. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, let's take a look at the power forwards. I'm going to give you a value play here. This is a risky pick. You never know what this coach is going to do. I like Noah Vonleh from the New York Knicks playing the Orlando Magic, who have the 7th best defense overall, and they are the best defenders against power forwards. Noah Vonleh has scored 13, 16, and 12 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 24 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 25 minutes per game with a 15% usage rate. Noah Vonleh is $4,000 DraftKings salary. He's the same price on FanDuel, so this is a good low score drop option. Noah Vonleh is projected at 24.5 fantasy points here tonight, which is over 6 times value. You just don't know how many minutes this guy's going to get. That's what makes him a risky pick. Projected at about 3% ownership, so if he does get the minutes and scores his projected 24.5 fantasy points, that's over 6 times value and you're in a great spot. So I like Noah Vonleh here versus the Orlando Magic. Okay, moving on to the center position. I like Al Horford from the Boston Celtics playing the Toronto Raptors, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they give up the 7th least fantasy points to opposing centers. But Al Horford has scored 28, 62, and 52 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 32.4 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 29 minutes per game with a 19% usage rate. Al Horford is $6,300 DraftKings salary. He's $1,700 more on FanDuel, so I love that DraftKings price. Projected at 30.8 fantasy points here tonight. That's right around 5 times value. Al Horford has been on fire, and he's averaging 38 fantasy points versus the Toronto Raptors in the last 3 games. So I like his chances to hit 40 plus and crush value here. I love Al Horford here versus the Toronto Raptors. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.